All right, it might be a good time for y'all to get in. For anybody who may have been waiting, we recently ate a zero, and we recently went down. As of today, the price action's been on a downward trajectory because people are taking profit, and we know that because the miners are locked for 8 days, which we are on day 4. So there are no depositors withdrawing via claiming their DripX from miners and selling it. That has not happened yet. Everything we've seen, let's go over here. Everything we've seen, let me zoom out, is basically people who are trading. So we got people who are trading, they're finding entries, they're buying, and then they're selling. And this process is happening over and over. So just like most of us have been communicating to you guys, even while we're bullish, we still make sure, a lot of us still make sure that we convey the importance of looking forward to volatility, especially in these first 8 days, because all you can really do is trade anyway, right? A lot of people popped off from here, boom, boom, boom. Now people are taking profit. And these charts, it's easy to move a chart like this. You can move a chart with like 3 guys selling 2K. We'll get you a crazy red candle, something like that. There were some dudes withdrawing like I think I saw 28,000. It was a decent amount of DripX. So that's all you can really do. Like if this is the thing. This is the reason why when you see gradual growth is better than just crazy green candles. Because when you get a crazy green candle, you're going to get a crazy red candle. Or some crazy, because when that happens, other people see it, then they start selling. So I'm not trading. I already showed you guys what I was doing. I just put up lines just to, so I can test theories based on what I think is happening in the project. As you can see, some people jumping in. Maybe this was a good entry, because we had a decent amount of sales like consistently. And there's a lot of guys waiting on the sidelines. We can keep it 100 with that. There's a lot of TitanX guys waiting, like, yo, this stuff keep going up. I'm not jumping in until I see a correction. And that only makes sense, because that's what I would do. If something is going up like this, I wouldn't just jump in most of the time. It depends on how bullish something is. But I wouldn't just jump in on green candles, and you don't know how far something gonna go. So you don't want to catch that knife. But if it was even a scenario like this, I still wouldn't jump in, because boom, there go a reverse. You know what I'm saying? You could have got a better entry. This is probably going to be one of the best entries you can get, unless it falls down some more. There was a decent amount of buys here. Some sales and a decent amount of buys and a lot of buys. People just taking profit. You know what I'm saying? So this, and we just reclaimed that zero, even though somebody might sell. But I'm trying to zoom in, because this mouse is like not what's up. Might be a good entry. I'm just trying to capture this on film, because when we take off again, I'm gonna say, yo, y'all could have got in right there, because I know it's the Telegram probably going crazy. I watched a few guys' videos. When you look in their comment sections, there's guys who aren't in the project, and you can clearly tell based on what they're saying. Oh, these guys only got 20K liquidity. Like, where you see that at? They're probably looking at the DripX and BNB pair or something like that. But that's not the only source of liquidity that we have available to us that's going to help sustain the project. This is the reason why I don't think some of these guys are in, because they don't even talk about the buy and burn at all. It's like, how you gonna miss that? You must not be in. Like, if I'm not in something, I can only speak about it so much, especially from a bearish aspect. Like, how you gonna be bearish? You're not even in. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no skin in the game. It's weird. I saw it a decent amount of dudes say stuff like that yesterday. So I'm like, whoa. Let me at least address that on video. And it's not like the a decent amount of drip people who were in drip content creators from day one of this project, which has been 4 days so far. Every time we talk about the bullishness, we also in the same video mention the volatility. And then we also mention the potential volatility or the inevitable volatility after the 8-day. But remember, we got hundreds of thousands on Pancake Swap. We got millions in the buy and burn, and we still got 4 more days to accumulate more in the buy and burn V1 and V2. In the next 4 days, this might hit 4. This might be like 4 million and 3 million and 2.5 million or something like that. That's getting close to 8 million total. So if you got 8 million plus whatever is on Pancake Swap, and people are scared about some 8-day guys, if you're getting 8 million DripX per day times 8 days, that's going to be somewhere around 64 million per miner. You know what I'm saying? That 64 million per miner is going to show some amount, which I'll just speak for myself, right? I'm not expecting no crazy numbers like this. I'm not expecting to say something like that, right? And then I get to pressing some buttons and it looks like I'm about to actually get it. I'm not expecting that. What Ray and the guys have been talking about in regards to the 90% while it's volatile, 50% while it's stable, I take that more serious because that probably was something that applied with TitanX. It could be even more bullish than that because they have more volatility due to the 1-day stakes and all that stuff, at least in the beginning stages. So our situation might not be as rocky. But 90%, if you deduct 90%, where based on the way I think, I'll just say I'm gonna expect 10% of this is basically saying the same thing, or not even expect. This will still be a crazy number right here. I'm trying to highlight this. Hopefully y'all can see it. If I spend this right, and then I get this in return, and then people start posting that, because I'm going to share that, man. I'm going to share that. And people start, bro, we going to run a campaign, and I'm going to be screaming like, yo, share that, share that, share that. And you're going to see a bunch of that stuff on X. Then we're going to have some more FUD coming from, people. But FUD coming in one direction and bullishness evidence of people making money coming in another direction, that's going to generate a lot of hype. That's what I understand. People are waiting on the outside trying to figure out, okay, I'm a wait to see where this price go before I jump in. As we can see, that might be happening here. Keyword is might. And then the next group of guys are going to say, yo, I'm not getting in until after the 8-day. So I ain't trying to be funny, man. This might be one of the best entry points. And I'm going to hurry up and get this video out just in case it might help somebody make a decision. What if you don't see it this low again until another 4 days? The reason why that's important is you could have had 4 days worth of skin in the game. And there's also going to be people buying now and waiting to see what happens on the 8-day. Because they'll try to sell if they think that the 8-day guys are going to do something to the price. Do something weird to the price. But you guys can see people are buying right now. So I set up a bunch of little trend lines, a bunch of just so I can kind of formulate some ideas in my own head about what's going on. Like it was trending in here for a while, broke some support levels. Whatever. I like to play the game in my mind sometimes. I used to trade. I don't talk about it though, but was I good? No. See, some people be like, yeah, I used to trade. Like, yeah, you probably lost a bunch of money like I did. But you know, I learned a lot from that experience as well. I still I do it here and there. Once you learn, it's like sometimes I take a little, you know, take a little trades here and there. But that might have been because this was extreme sales. We might have some bump. We might have some, bro. We might have some. Hold on, let me zoom back in. I had to zoom out to see that. I can't. I'm about to get a new computer real soon, dude. Because I can't take this S no more. But and with this mouse, I can't. I might break this mouse on camera. To go up like that, then people gonna be getting hyphy again. Cause I know the bears was trying to get off of seeing them red candles. And then now they gotta delete all the messages on Telegram. They have to delete all those messages on X, and it's happening right now as we speak. Oh, it's going to 0. Like, come on, y'all. This not a lot of people's first rodeo. It's just not. So, you know, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the like button and subscribe to that bell. If dudes end up getting 10% or whatever that number is going to be, whatever that number, and guys start staking on camera, because some of us going to have to lead by example. Yo, I got blah, 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 and I cashed out blah, 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 and I put blah, blah, blah in. Because if people ain't cashing out, it's going to be like, eh. Now, we don't want people to go nuts with it. We don't want everybody to sell their whole thing. Because for me, it wouldn't make sense to, let's just say I got 10%, right? It wouldn't make sense for me to sell that and then try to jump back in. You'll be better off trying to figure out what you're going to sell, leave the rest in. That way you don't have to deal with that volatility of people buying. You know what I'm saying? And then you missed your entry point of how much more you could have got. So we're going to put something together. Because basically what I'm going to be doing, hold on, wilding. I'm going to take a significant portion and we're going to stake some more. Let's look at our stakes. I'll be forgetting to do that sometimes. We got a decent amount of shares, but the reason why we got as much as we did for as little as we deposited is because we went the whole day. We went the whole little stretch. The reason why that's important is because that's temporarily burning that out of the system. That's, you know how many years this is? That's hella years. That's like what, 9 years or something. So you basically burning that. And then you're getting BNB in return, right? You're getting BNB. Where we at? Wait for this to populate. So, what am I looking at? Hold on, what am I trying to look at? State. Something else supposed to be on the screen. I feel like I'm tripping. I could have sworn it's supposed to have been something right here. Let me refresh. I feel like something should have been showing right there. It ain't showing. All right, I could have sworn something. It's supposed to show like the amount of shares or whatever. So I'll let that work itself out. But, or maybe I'm thinking, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. All right, yeah, I was thinking about the wrong thing. So, this is how much I had. I had 0.05. Now I got 0.04. Why? Because people are getting in and getting more. So it would kind of seem like some type of decay because you got more people getting in. So my strategy would be to try to increase this as close to 0.1 as possible. And then that will never end because the more people get in, which is bullish. You want more people to get in. But how much of this of the global share do you want? When the time comes, look, we at 160. We started off at like 107, 161. When it's time to withdraw that BNB and we actually get this amount that we see, that's going to give people a lot of confidence to come back in. The reason why that's important is some people would say, well, I don't think I'm gonna get the number that I see on the screen. Like I ain't saying you are either, but if you do, like if this end up saying 200 at the end of that cycle, and then, which would be maybe we were 0.65 or 0.7 or something like that, 0.6 or whatever, and then I withdraw that, and it's actually showing up in the wallet, then it's gonna be like, yo, I might as well come here and get some more shares. Why? Because I deposited some shares. It said I was gonna get a certain amount. I actually got that amount. Now that's gonna give me confidence that when I deposit again, I might get that amount again. And it's still the early stages. By the time that happens, it'll be 16 days. And we'll be getting ready for the 28 coming soon. All BNB. This hit about to hit 162. Then we're gonna take another portion, and we're gonna set up some miners, because this time this was just a little test for me to get in early. And the reason why I did that is because a lot of people spoke about early miners in regards to TitanX. I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of times I might fade something, but I'm locked in based on what other people are doing. Like I watch so much Hex content, I might as well have got in. I spent 6 months watching drip content. That was one of the worst mistakes I ever made in crypto. I spent months watching people pop off, and I just watched them do it. Eventually you get to the point where you're just like, nah, I don't want to watch people do something. Let me just take that chance. Right before, because we had 2 weeks to prepare, 3 weeks, whatever. We had like a month to prepare. So I'm like, yo, let me sell some of my blue chip, and let me allocate a small, or you know, whatever. I don't want to say, some people it might not be smaller, some people, whatever. It's what I was willing to lose, basically. And let me just see if this, based on what I'm hearing from TitanX, from what I heard with TitanX, let me test that to see if it'll happen on Binance Smart Chain. If this can turn into these 4 numbers right there per miner, and turn into that, these 5 numbers, then it's going to take off. A flood of new money going to come in. Why is it going to take off? And I'm going to end this video, because I was supposed to end this video like 10 minutes ago. This how this stuff keep happening, y'all. My apologies. But what's going to end up happening is, well, this about to pump up like crazy again. We'll probably end up back up here somewhere. What's going to happen is, when people take profit after the 8th day, it's going to give all those other guys on the sideline that have been waiting for entry, it's going to be hold on, man. I don't even know. I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this without sounding bearish. It's going to probably look like you're getting in from the beginning. I'll say that. If not, this is the reason why this is the reason why I'm bullish. I see 2 things happening, and I could be wrong, but I'm going to say it on camera. If it happens, I'm going to say, yo, well, I said that's what I was talking about. Either it's going to look like an opportunity to get in early. That's number 1. You can use your imagination on what that would look like. Or number 2, it's still going to be so bullish as far as the price that's going to attract people to get in, because people like getting in when stuff is bullish anyway. The reason why this is important is because the price is still early. It will only be 8 days at that time. Comment down below if that makes sense. Either it's going to look like a chance to get in early, or the price will be bullish enough to where people will get in anyway, because people like getting in when things are bullish. More people are buying Bitcoin at over that 15,000 or 20,000 it was at a few months ago than when it was at that 15 or 20,000. More people are going to be more excited to buy it at the higher prices. That's just how that stuff go. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, because I'm you know. So with that being said, make sure you guys hit the like button. That was a literal reversal right on camera. Who knows where we're gonna go? We could, whatever. But I think we're going to start going back up. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the like button. And subscribe to that bell. And be nice to this video. Comment down below how you feel. It's Icy. I'll see you guys on the next one.